guys, we're back for another episode of the Lifestyle Dropbox. We are excited to be here. You know where to find me. I'm on all the platforms right here, okay? All right, so make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You guys have been giving me nothing but love, so we want to keep this going. Today, we have another special guest. Who do we have here?
Bruce Leroy.
Bruce Leroy. How long have you been in Lifestyle?
Roughly about 4 years.
Wonderful. 4 years. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. This is 2024 Swinger Weekend recap, okay? So that's another reason why I have him on. We were down at the Gunnison Beach this weekend where we had a blast. We had an opportunity of meeting some wonderful people, networking the whole nine, played some games and everything else. So we just wanted to share this wonderful experience with you guys. I also did get some wonderful footage. I think you got some footage as well. So we have some demos. You know, you can find that on Patreon at Lifestyle Dropbox. That's where you'll find all the after segments. Okay, Bruce. Yes. So tell me about your Gunnison experience.
It was everything that I thought that it would be, and then some.
Oh, okay. All right.
For one, it was the first time that I've ever actually been to a beach in New Jersey.
Oh, really?
So that was a huge adjustment. And then it was my first time ever going to a National Swingers Weekend. So I had no idea what to expect.
It was packed. And when I say packed, I mean packed.
And what makes it so funny is that when we first got there was a sign saying that this was a new beach, clothing optional. And there's a naked guy literally right next to the sign, laying there to welcome us.
Let me tell you, so I had the opportunity of walking past that gentleman. Mm-hmm. He said that he's going to be there next weekend as well. So I don't want to say out his name, but I'm going to say shout out to C. That's Mr. C. All right. And when you go down there, please give him a wave, give him some love, tell him that Taz sent you. He would be looking forward to any type of, waving, good energy, all that good stuff. That's another thing. The people down there, the energy was amazing. The personalities, everyone was friendly, welcoming. I can't say a whole bunch of people even down there. We were kind of mixed together. I know there was some swingers down there mixed with just, everyday people, local area people that just come to the beach just to kind of ride bikes, walk their dogs, all types of stuff. Sure. But the new beach is very liberating. Yes. And don't be afraid, because Gunnison is not only open up to just the nude. There is a clothed side, and then there's a nude side, and then there's a queer side, okay? So if you've never been before, that's at least an idea of what's really happening out there. But other than that, like I said, I thought there was great-looking bodies out there to me this time. Usually, and I'm not trying to be funny, but usually at Gunnison, I don't particularly see, I think this might have been my first, I did make it last year, but usually the years prior, I wasn't out there, and I heard nothing but word of mouth kind of thing. Sure. But usually when I did go, it wasn't quite as attractive as I thought it was going to be, but that's fine. But this summer, let me tell you something. They were out, okay? Yes, the ladies were looking good. The guys were looking good. You know me, I'm into the queer ordeal. So I was out there, one guy had a pair of briefs that had a smiley face on it. I know you don't want to hear about it, so pause. But let me tell you, it was amazing. It really was. It was. Yes. So also, an experience that we shared together was the masochist experience. Yes. Okay. And again, masochism, we did explain in a previous episode, just briefly with another Dom. And you're a Dom Dom yourself. So don't, down yourself. He's also, would you consider yourself a sensual Dom? What kind of Dom are you? Dom. Okay, all right. Yeah. So we're going to another episode with that later on down the line. Sure. Feel free to come back. Sure. But masochism is basically the pleasure of pain and humiliation, okay? And people like to get whipped and chained and bounded up and all types of things. So to the extent where it can maybe cause psychological disorders and things like that. There's different levels to masochism. All right. The deepest one I know for sure is the moral masochism, which is usually stemmed from maybe like past childhood trauma, things like that, or people who feel like they want to self-sabotage and be punished. And also, the main point of masochism is a person who likes to be in full control in their daily lives. That may be me, okay? Yeah. And that can sway with men and women, all right? And I mean full-blown control. And that means like people who have like OCD, stuff like that. They're like, you know what I mean? Hoarders, things like those are great examples. People who just can't let go. You know what I'm saying?
One of the things that I noticed too is that those that tend to be masochist or submissive are those that are strong in their vanilla or daily lives.
Yes.
So they don't get the opportunity to just take it off and relax.
Right.
So you have too many people that are in positions of power, and when they're in those positions of power, their brains are always active. They're always in charge. They always have to do something. So when they get into this space of being able to be submissive or able to be a masochist, they get the opportunity to not have to think.
Right.
They get the opportunity to not have to stress as much. So that's a part of what I enjoy about it is to allow people to give the opportunity to just relax.
To decompress.
Yes.
Okay. And we're talking about like the extent of control. We're not talking about just controlling little things here and there. We're talking about someone that is overly excessive controlling. Like I said, they can't let go. And then when they're so overwhelmed at times, like you said, they just want to hand that power over and just kind of say, do with me, you know, what you please. And like I said, to the extent of receiving pain, the pain comes in more on a psychological aspect because they feel like they need to be punished for something. Is that correct?
It is. But one of the major things to always remember is consent.
Absolutely.
The number one thing. Consent is key.
Right.
Consent. Understanding people's limits, hard and soft limits, which is something that I think that we can probably get into later.
Yes.
But understanding their limits, understanding why people are doing what they're doing, understanding how far they want to go versus how far they need to go.
Right.
Because people may say, well, I can go to level 10, but you may only need to go to level 6.
Right.
Hypothetically. So these are things that you need to know, especially when you're vetting a dom or someone that's going to top for you. These conversations need to happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Consent, okay? Because we are creating a safe space. You want to trust the person, you know, that's doing these things to you. We went over that time and time again. All right. So I'm glad that we were able to at least educate them a little bit before we actually go into what we're going to go into. All right. So you guys are not lost. So we're going to go ahead and backtrack a little bit to this wonderful experience that I had, experiencing being paddled and also a very, very, very heavy hand. Okay. So I went down to Guttison Beach. I took my podcast down there and I ran into this beautiful group. I'm going to shout them out. They're called FCP and it's called First Church of Pain. Shout out to Lord Kitus and his beautiful wife who does the aftercare. I want to throw that out first and foremost. That aftercare, I'm going to tell you the dynamics of this couple. Okay. So, I went over to the table. It originally started with a friendly game of tug of war, in which I am very competitive, and my face was in the dirt by the first pool.
We want a rematch. Just want to let you know that we want a rematch. We're going to win next time. I'm telling you.
Listen, right now, I'm 100 pounds wet, but I'm going to get this weight up. So, Lord Kitus, I'm coming for you. But I did try it about 2-3 times, you know what I'm saying? But he understood the pressure I was going to bring to him. So, you know, I ain't no loser. All right? So, because I lost, because I'm a sore loser, all right, the punishment was to get spanked. And he used a paddle and, like I said, also his wonderful hand. I got a few taps at first just to see the level, you know, what I could take. I can say that different areas have different sensitivities. Okay. I took it on the butt cheek. All right. First few taps, took it like a G. All right. Then after a while, he wanted to really, really hand it to me. You know?
Let's be honest. That was your fault.
Listen,
it was your fault.
I was there for the full experience because you know what? Why take the podcast if I'm not going to fully indulge? You know what I'm saying? I do have the footage. Again, you can catch it on Patreon. That'll be uploaded, okay? And I think what got me, he bent me over, right? He started with the paddle. Pop, 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 pop. Real nice.
To a beat. Let's not forget it was to a beat.
The music was going, so
Yeah.
Okay? Now, Mind you, I do have a tattoo on my booty, okay? So, started off with the paddle, the cheek, right? It's not as harsh for me, okay? If I wanted to do, I say level 1 to 10, I would have gave it maybe like a 5 for the cheek. Oh, one thing we forgot to mention. Remember, you had stopped me, or was it Wonder Woman that stopped me and asked me about the safe word?
Yes.
So we had started, big mistake. We had started the BDSM segment or session without the safe word. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I knew, but for them, I maybe was looking to be guided a little bit, or maybe too excited that you kind of bypass. And that's something that happens. You don't want to have a situation where you're getting excited and you forget the consent, you forget the safe words, you know, the safety part of, you know, the session, okay?
Yes.
So I use the traffic light, which is the normal one. Red, stop. Yellow, kind of caution. Green is a go. I was green the whole entire way. The paddle was green. Okay? He started hitting a little harder, started moving a little bit underneath the butt cuff. Okay? That's where it started to sting. Then I'm like, oh, okay. All right? And then he started hitting harder. I'm like, whoa. Started getting whoa. You know? Whoa. Like, hold up, you know? So I'm like, all right. I think that what got me, and this is why I brought up the dynamics of a couple. This couple was on point. Okay? They were a married couple. They were secure. They knew what they wanted. They knew what they were doing. They had their partnership set up in a certain dynamics. And I'm going to tell you how beautiful it was. He had paddled me so hard. I started getting the redness. You know what I mean? So I asked him, like, where's my aftercare? He's like, I'm like, are you serious? Like, where's my aftercare? You know what I mean?
And people forget the importance of aftercare in a scene. It is so, so important. You do not do impact play and then say goodbye.
My booty was craving for some type of warm rub, something, and he just would not give it to me. I didn't know what type of rejection I was feeling at the moment. I really had a lifestyle moment, a real exploring moment, a real enlightening educational moment, because I was just going there kind of with the plane for the beach, and then I was like, hold up, I'm really getting taught something here, okay? So the dynamics with this particular couple, the husband does the spanking, the flogging, etc. You send the sub to the wife. The wife has the most softest, fluffy cotton hands that you could think of. And personally, I told you I'm not necessarily attracted to women, but I am heteroflexible. So I didn't mind that situation at all. And she had rubbed me so good. Like, it just made it so soothing. It took the pain away right away. But what caught my attention was that when she had touched the sore area, it caused some type of heat. It was like the warmth. That's when it kicked in. And then once I got that done, it immediately made me want to go back to him. That's when we switched to the hands. And I'm going to switch to you. You want to tell what happened, because this was pain and humiliation, okay? I'm not going to tell you. Go ahead and please.
So we're going to call this segment F around and find out. Because you ran your mouth. Oh, I can take it. Give me everything you got. So I said, oh, let me back away with this camera because this is going to be bad. And he said, oh, no, I can take everything. And everybody around you was saying, you don't want this problem.
I'm a G.
They said, I got it. Give me everything. So I said, all right.
Give me all or nothing, baby. All or nothing.
Because if a sub says that to me, I'll make sure they have life insurance next to I'm kidding.
Life insurance? Oh, gee.
But,
listen, I'm not going to lie. As a masochist and a sub, you might want to get that. You know,
check to make sure you got insurance.
We need to go ahead and see if we can get that done. You know, some life insurance for the subs that like masochism. But yes, go ahead.
If somebody wants heavy impact, I need to see your insurance paperwork. I need to make sure that you have health insurance, life insurance next to kin. I'm kidding. But no, you said, hey, give me all that you have. He said, I'm just going to use my hands. And when I saw him rearing up to hit you, I said, this is going to be bad and good. And when he smacked your ass, you literally catapulted.
Yes. I went about 30 feet. I kid you not. And it wasn't dramatic. I was trying to hold my ground. When I say I saw the catapult in my peripheral and my ass clenched so fucking tight, I knew it was coming, okay? When I say my face was in the dirt. But that right there, that one particular pop, that's when I really felt the sensation. It left some nice welches. It left a handprint. And I'm definitely not into the scarring of the skin, like the breaking of the skin. That's never my thing. Again, you guys are witnessing firsthand my masochist experience. I have never went this far where someone marks up my body and things of that nature. But after giving it a try, oh my God, I would love to experience even more. I think if I could explain to you guys what it really felt like, it's like an icy hot sensation for me. You get what I'm saying? Even when I took a shower after getting home from the beach and things like that, I think the sunburn on my back was more painful than So the warm water was even more soothing on it. And which was a great experience for me. I don't know if anyone else has ever experienced that, but the shower, not too hot, it wasn't steamy, but nice and warm for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Nice and warm. It was beautiful. All right.
You actually just brought up an interesting point about aftercare, about knowing what type of aftercare that you need, because everyone's different. Everyone reacts to pain. Everyone reacts to impact play differently. So you need to know, what type of aftercare do I need? How much pain can I take? What am I willing to try? What are my hard or soft limits? Those are very important. Conversations with the person that you're doing a scene with or that's topping you, those are very, very important. And one of the things that I saw with you, and this is a lesson for everyone, don't be afraid to step outside of your norms. Especially in the lifestyle. Do not be afraid to. Understand your limits, but don't be afraid to try something new.
Yes. Because we're here to explore, we're here to learn, and we're here to grow. And one thing that I would like to mention is this weekend I was reiterating often, there's a difference between people who are actually living the lifestyle and those who are just coming in for sexual experiences or whatever else, or what they call freakniks. F-Fest, I'm going to say that on YouTube, but you know what that means, Freak Fest, okay? You don't have the intention on living the lifestyle, meaning you eat, sleep, breathe it. You're now basically coming out of the closet with your secrets. You're not saying that it takes baby steps. Everybody can't initiate right away. Some people have to take it slow depending on how their life, unfolds. But the purpose of, the podcast is to help people understand that it's okay to live. You get what I'm saying? It's okay to have fun. I was out there getting my butt spanked, on the beach in front of everybody, which caused more attention because you never know who's watching, first and foremost. And there were a lot of people who were like, oh my God, I loved watching that. And there were people there who also wanted to get that done. So if you are looking for a safe space with like-minded people, in order to find those like-minded people, you have to go in those areas and initiate, or at least show that you're willing to try and open up, so those individuals, the right individuals, can come and help you move along your, experience.
One of the things that I have noticed is, especially with your events and your parties, there's a lot of people that have come by for the first time, and they're experiencing new things that they've said that they would never experience.
Yes, I love my newbies.
And then when it happens, they're confused because they're saying, I like this, but I shouldn't. And the reason that they feel that they shouldn't is because they've been told by society that they're not supposed to enjoy this.
Exactly.
The thing about the lifestyle that I love, and I've always said this, is that the lifestyle shows you who you really are. The part of yourself that you hide from the world, in the lifestyle you can be that actual person, especially once you find your tribe.
Yes, and there's a lot of runners too. You said the whole point is to be yourself, and it's not going to be easy. If you are looking for just a fantasy, it's not going to work. Okay, reality can be your fantasy. You get what I'm saying? You have to just communicate, know your limits, open up. And just like you would in, outside of the events or the vanilla world, you just want to make sure that you're not intimidated. Like you said, that's the big thing. People are sometimes just intimidated with life. You know what I mean? They just are, it's almost like the camera's on them and they're just, sometimes you got to be like, lights, camera, action, baby. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I appreciate you. Definitely sharing my humiliating experience. Okay, yes, I catapulted and I was in the dirt for at least a few minutes and the people around me were cracking up. I enjoyed it. I'm a goofball, so I don't mind, trying different things or even being humiliated because that kind of helps me grow. You know what I mean? So, and I know I'm coming back with 30 pounds more on this back because I'm going to be solid next time, Lord Kitis. So you make sure you come see me, okay?
So I have a question.
Yes.
Did you F around and find out?
I did.
You found out?
I did.
Okay.
And I gained some followers and some great subscribers and everything else, so it was worth it. I did.
Oh, definitely.
So, yes, I did see you out there as well. And let me tell you, one thing that the people did enjoy was the boombox because nobody brought no music for the beach. Like, how you gonna not bring no music, nothing? I saw a couple of people with like headphones on, stuff like that. But let me tell you, old boy over here came with the boombox. He was lighting up the beach from beginning to end. People were even complimenting you. But let me tell you something. You're not gonna be on here humiliating me, and I can't humiliate you, okay? Because he left the boombox. Now, mind you, he's doing Bluetooth through his phone. All right, the dude steps off, goes wherever he needs to go, and next thing you know, the radio's like.
Okay, there were pretty ladies on the beach, and you can't expect me to stay in one spot while they're right there. I'm saying, wow, where are her clothes? Oh, she doesn't. She must have dropped. Let me go help her to put her clothes back on, and I forgot that I had my phone.
Oh, okay, DJ Sir Skip a lot. Because that's exactly what he was, okay? He forgot to leave his phone. What you want to call it? DJ fuck up. We go, whatever you want to call it, okay? But yes, we had a great experience. He held it down, and that actually helped the vibes out a lot because when we had finally did get it together and had the music going, everybody was complimenting, everybody was having a good time. We were able to network. We were able to hand out business cards, like I said, able to gain some subscribers, things of that nature. It was really, really good. And like I said, I would love to give another shout out to the hosts who had the beach meetup there. They had a nice group there as well. They have amazing events. I'm going to give a shout out to the Sex Vault. Brandon is my boy. So in the event that you guys want to support him, please, by all means, do so. When I don't host, I always show love to other hosts. I always redirect you guys to a place where you can go. It's not about selfishness here. It's not about any type of hate. We all support each other, okay? Because at the end of the day, this is a free-spirited environment. Nobody's here to say, hey, only support me. Nobody's here to say, don't support someone else. It's all love. And that's what I love the most about real lifestylers, especially my community and the communities that I try to connect with and other hosts. They are about the same love and giving their community and the rules and the hospitality and things of that nature. But yes, Brandon is one of them. He's throwing some of the hottest parties. He has wonderful, great looking people at his parties. He really does take care of people. So shout out to the Sex Vault. You guys can follow them on Instagram as well. And is there anything else that we missed?
One thing that I did want to mention that we didn't cover. When you go to a beach, a new beach, Gunnison Beach, or any types of beach, or the lifestyle in general, we have this misconception that they're all supermodels. And if you go on social media, you get the joke where people say, well, the summer's going to get whatever body I give them.
Right.
That's what I love about the lifestyle. Whoever you are, come as you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what your body's like, how you feel. Everyone's accepted here as long as you're respectful and understand the rules and etiquette of the lifestyle. As long as you understand that there is a tribe for you. So you don't have to feel weird. That is a big, big thing. One of the things about being weird means that you don't act like everyone else, which I think is a good thing.
Right.
So when you come to the lifestyle, there is a tribe for you. Whatever your weirdness is or your kink is, there's a tribe for you. When we went out to the beach, we saw every body type. We saw every body size.
And I was loving it. I was in there just, can I touch you? Like, oh my God. And you know what? Thank you for bringing that up because it was also Father's Day weekend.
Yes.
So I actually went out there, and one guy, which I found to be very interesting, when I was leaving out, remember the guy that I complimented on the beach? He had the long beard.
Yeah.
Yes. So there was a guy sitting there, and he was sitting reversed, like his back against the water.
Yes,
He was just sitting right on the edge. And he just didn't have a care in the world. And I was just like, my God, just looking at him, I'm just like, you just go turn around and just show everybody. Like, you're the only one just sit here stuffed out the whole night. He was like, well, the sun was, hitting my back. So he wanted the waves to, kind of cool him down. But it was something about him. It was his beard was extreme. He gave me like the Harley Davidson motorcycle club type of vibe. You know what I mean? He had the long jet black beard. Yeah. And I'm not even into hairy bodies. That's just my preference now. I'm still a little bit young, in age. So I haven't got with the dad bods yet. And I think they're beautiful. If it happens, it happens. Yeah. But for me, organically, that's not what I usually go for. You know what I mean? Listen, I've had big guys, small guys, skinny guys, listen, short guys, tall guys. Not saying it like that. My number count is 0, just so you know. But I'm just letting you guys know there's different varieties out there, okay? But yes, long story short, he had the long beard. It was like it was jet black, and his body, the way the hair was like formed, it was very smooth, silky, and it was also jet black. And down at the bottom kind of was jet black as well, like, the hair area. And I'm like, wow, like it's something about him that was very attractive, so I just complimented him and I said, hey, I think you're very handsome, Sure. And the reason I'm bringing this up because this guy made it his duty to come up to me when he was leaving the beach to go back. He says, I really appreciate you complimenting me. He's like, that doesn't happen often. That really made me feel good. And I proceeded to correct him because, one, you are worthy of a compliment. You get what I'm saying? Men, just as much as women, are worthy of a compliment, if not more compliments. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. When I see something I like and it's beautiful to my eyes, and they say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, I really hold on to that. It could be the twinkle in your eyes. It could be their lip. It could be your crooked toe. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? If it attracts me, I'm going to compliment it. And I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to give you your flowers. But it was nice to kind of have him. He was so like reciprocal. You know what I mean? And he was like, I think you're beautiful, and I appreciate you giving me that compliment. He's like, most women don't do that, this, that, and the other. And what made I love the fact that he did that. And I'm just like, that's nothing. Like, you're worthy of that. And it was man empowerment for me. You know what I mean? But I don't mean to cut you off. It was man empowerment for me. But to wrap it up, there was multiple men who came up to me after that. And for me, I'm just like, you say, what's up, love? Hey, mama, what's up, sweetheart? Women don't train themselves to be like that. They kind of just want to take the compliments, but not give the compliments. So that kind of hit home for me big because me, I'm, hey, handsome. You know what I'm saying? What's up, big head? Anything, How what's up, papa? Anything. That's a greeting. You know what I mean? Most women leave that out, or most women will look just like anybody else, look but don't say anything because they're under the assumption that this man is going to turn around and want to holler at them or whatever else. Cool. Go ahead and holler. Let me know I'm attractive. I still have an option to say yes or no. That still doesn't stop me from complimenting you. And the most beautiful thing that you could say to any human being is thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I'm seeing someone, or I'm not interested, and still continue to smile. And that's the number one thing that he said caught his attention as well. Your smile. You've been smiling since you got out here. You've been smiling since I seen you. I don't know how long this guy been watching me, but I'm always smiling. If you've known me as long as I'm hosting, please, you can tell the folks I'm always trying to uplift, always joking, always smiling, because that's the type of energy that I like to bring to my environment and share it with my friends that I'm also developing in the lifestyle as well. This is almost like becoming a brother to me. So I appreciate you coming on. Is there anything that we want to add, or?
No, I had a lot of fun. There's actually one person that you did forget that you complimented.
Who?
There was a trans individual that went into the water, and all honesty, it threw me off initially because I didn't know that they were trans initially. And you saw
this
them,
one made me hot.
and you said, "You look amazing." And when you said that, I can tell that you were being sincere.
Yes.
And they genuinely appreciated that, because I'm sure that they were a little insecure or nervous about being nude, going to the beach. And when you said that to them, I just saw their face light up.
Mm-hmm. First of all, we've come across trannies in the lifestyle, but it's very hard to find, for me, and this is my fetish. I'm sharing this with you again because this is what we saw at the beach. So we're gonna go ahead and discuss it. Okay, he already established she's not into it. This is my freakish stuff going on, my stuff. Okay, all right. I'm the wild child here. There's nothing that I probably won't want to experience or explore. So that's why I try to get people to come in, because if you really are looking for a safe space or somebody to jump off the bridge with you, just come on and say, "Come on, Taz, you know I want to do this," and I'm there with you. If you could promise me that we're not going to die in the process or end up with something extremely wrong, then I'm rolling with the punches. Okay, but real quick, because this is going to be a whole nother segment. Okay, but there was a tranny at the beach, and I fell in love. Like I said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I went and complimented her, and she absolutely loved it. And again, there's a queer side there, so you expect all types of things at Gunnison Beach. It's not made to discourage anyone. There are sections as well. And again, I don't think anybody should be in the lifestyle with that state of mind anyway. What's not for you is what's not for you, but that doesn't mean we can't share a beach, because if you're in that state of mind, then we have a major issue. Okay, so I don't think that we really missed anything else. We had our highlights. The personalities out there were wonderful. The weather was amazing. It wasn't hot. The water was amazing. And they said there was a few sharks on there too. So that's when we go and exit out and say, "Time to wrap it up."
Yes.
We're not doing that, okay? So, hey guys, I appreciate you guys, tuning in. I appreciate you, Bruce, for coming through and spending the weekend and vibing out. We went to the beach. We did some events. We're here at the podcast to share with you guys our experience. And again, you know where to find me here on YouTube at Lifestyle Dropbox. Okay, my credentials show up every single time in the beginning of the screen. So make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Deuces.